Perfect. All right, this is the official town hall meeting for the Cono, the Coterie Noire. And it's our first one, so yay. We are excited about this because it will help us to gel our communities together. And I say communities because Boudoir for Black Women is still very active for us. Still very much something that we want to grow and use to reach out to fellow boudoir photographers. The reason that we have the Coterie Noire, one of them anyway, is to bring everybody together off of social media platforms, just because we don't want to be held back by algorithms, and have a better reach, have a better say-so in how and what we say and what we do. Olesha is here. Is Carice coming, maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know, okay. Carice is our other admin. I am admin, Olesha's co-founder. And so together we brainstorm, we talk, and we try to exemplify community over competition. We stand on that wholeheartedly, 100%. We work together to make the industry, to make this niche, to make those that are photographers within this community better. And so thank you to Olesha for the platform and for being able to join the team. Carice is amazing as well, brilliant, and photography is amazing. Anyway, I'm proud and happy to be a part of this team. One of the things that I am striving to, I guess, achieve is that I want to give more than I take. When I first started, I am a boudoir photographer. I guess I should tell more about what I do and where. I am located outside of Dallas, Texas. My boutique studio is, I would say, mid-priced, high volume. I photograph anywhere between 3 to 10 ladies a week. And so I stay pretty busy, but I love it that way. I've tried different business models, and I just kind of am starting to feel my groove and love where I am at. Is there anything else you want me to cover, Olesha, or do you want to?
No, that was good. I would say thank you for that. I appreciate that. For me, as she said, I am the founder of this. I actually just transitioned into kind of being full-time education. So I just closed my studio this month. And this is a labor of love because there's a lot happening behind the scenes, which I'm excited about because we're going to be sharing with you what we have coming up pretty much until the month of November. So you understand what we're doing, why we're doing it, and also guide you in the marketing piece, as well as if you're just starting out as a boudoir photographer, or if you are not a novice and you've been doing this for a while, but you just need to re-up on certain skills. We want to make sure that we're hitting all of those people to give you exactly what you need from culturally competent educators to make sure that you are doing exactly what you want to do and getting paid for that.
Yes. Yes.
I am going to, what we are going to be discussing, reviewing the lives from the previous classes, for the previous 30 days, excuse me, questions about the future workshops and the lives, the Cono Credential program, as well as the Cono membership and current classes. So we have a lot going on. All right, we're going to be talking about the lives. So we've had 3 lives, I think, over the last 30 days. It seems kind of crazy now. But the first thing that we did was all things Chat GPT, and this was based on 2 classes. So I taught the first one, the Chat GPT 101, talking about using prompts that you can use immediately in your business a PDF, which you would actually receive of basics and the tones of what you can use to do your marketing, a step-by-step guide on how to not get flagged by Google when you're trying to do a blog, because that is extremely important. And I take you through the steps of that. And then you also, if you purchase this course, you would get the video as well as the questions and the answers that were answered in that video, and a worksheet that gives you everything that we have here. Nivia, you want to talk about your booty call?
Yeah, so Korea has an amazing booty call guide, and it's available on her Etsy store. And if you're a Cono member, you have access to a discount. I think she's still doing that. Okay. So anyway, I took a part of that guide and we talked about how to use targeting successfully, but with ChatGPT. Really got in depth about the things that you can ask ChatGPT to do for you, so that you are picking out people to talk to that relate to the booty call that you're doing. How to use ChatGPT to work smarter. There's just little shortcuts that you can create and ask, and get those answers in seconds. Like, that's just one thing that I love about AI. I have decided not to be scared of AI or feel like it is a hindrance. ChatGPT is my helper. Like, it's the amazing copywriter, assistant, thinker, thought leader, analyst that I needed in my business. So definitely use it to work smarter with my marketing, where to market your model calls and what that looks like, and then how to use engagement on social media. You know, you want to use all the tools and resources that you have. And I know that can be overwhelming at times, which is why these classes are so important, because we may be able to help you see how you can use these tools and resources with a different perspective or in a different way.
Totally agree. And the next one that we did, was Going Live 101. Now, this is not available for a course yet, but if you are in the Cono, you actually have this video already. It's up and it's free for you all. And this was Going Live. What do you have to say? Do you know your audience? Collaboration over competition. Be you, forget the anxiety. So it took you through several steps of how to be confident with going live. And if you were not confident going live by yourself, I gave you information about how to slide into people's DMs and get them to do a collaboration with you. So you not only receive the information from their audience, but you also got your audience together, and that would allow you to get in front of more eyes, and understanding why you may have anxiety around it and giving you a checklist of what to do right before you go live. So again, that is available for the Cono members right now. The video is live and it will be available next month for a course. And all classes that we teach are always free for Cono members. The video is always up within like 48 hours.
Nice.
Now, we do have a discount code for classes as well as digital assets. So it's a 25% discount code. And if you use the code Townhall, this is available until August 2nd. I had to make sure I remember that because I thought I put it on here. So August 2nd is the last day that this will be available for you to get 25% off of courses as well as any digital assets that we have.
Nice.
All right, so workshops and live classes. This I'm excited about because Nivia has put her foot in this. And we're going to show you from August up until November what is happening. So you will have a cheat sheet, not all the details, but at least a cheat sheet of everything that's going to be happening soon.
Amazing lineup. So I have really wanted to dive into really being prepared for Black Friday. I feel like I wing it every year. I wait too late. I do not properly plan. And then I just kind of hope for the best. And I know I am not alone in that. So I really wanted to have like this system of preparation. So a lot of the classes and things that I will do starting in August and leading up to Black Friday are geared towards making that an amazing sales experience for me and sharing what I am doing with everyone else. Just so you know, like my mentality around all of the classes that I do is I am going to share as I learn. I am by no means an expert in Black Fridays. I've had them bomb and I've had some really great ones. And anything else that I teach on, like for instance, understanding your ideal client, that is something that I feel is important. And I went live in the group, I think this week, Boudoir for Black Women, about, there is a hardship around finding your ideal client. And so I am decided I'm not going to worry about her specifically, but I'm going to more so have an ideal category of clients. So that's just something that, all of my content will be geared towards a category of client versus one single person. And I'm not saying that I'm completely, throwing that out the window. It's just kind of on the back burner until I figure out what she looks like and all of that. August, where we will talk about the customer journey map. There's 7 stages to that as far as what I have learned for boudoir photographers specifically. And so I've just been kind of like dripping that information out as I learn it, but the Cono members will get the complete guide, all 7 stages, and that will include pain points, touch points, how to close the gap between where you are and where you need to be. Each stage will have an assessment that you can take. So it's very in-depth, very deep learning that you can do. And I'm excited about that because it's helping me do the work that I need to do for my business, because my long-term goal is to scale. And if I'm going to do that, certain things have got to be right. Like they just have to be for me to reach my next level. So you're welcome to join the journey. And so also starting in August, and I know it seems like a lot, y'all, but I'm not going to be doing everything live. Just know that. But again, sharing what I'm learning, setting goals for Black Friday. We'll do 1 live class a month starting August, and then September, October, and then 1 in November. And there'll be some pre-recorded training that I will add to each step of the way. So August, setting goals for Black Friday. September, we'll roll into developing your Black Friday offer and options for that. Planning, marketing, and materials to promote your offers. Because I really feel like there is a system that you can do so that you aren't just throwing, I was gonna cuss y'all, but throwing stuff on in the pot. Girl, look, this is recording. Right. So anyway, just really being intentional about what you are planning for Black Friday, because I know for a lot of us, especially for me, that books out 3 to 4 months of the following year for me. And I say booked, but like it fills up most of my calendar. And I know that would be amazing for a lot of people to kind of share in that. So that's what we're working on. Or moving on, planning, marketing materials, said that, and then branding and messaging, really getting tight on, again, who you're talking to and what that messaging needs to look like. October, we will focus mainly on the marketing material creation, like actually creating it. So you'll plan it and we'll write it out, but guess what? We're going to do some work days where we're sitting together. You'll have the opportunity to sit with me. We'll have our laptops out and actually creating the material. Because I think if you set aside some time, you'll realize like how amazing it feels to actually get shit done. Promotion of Black Friday, actually setting that up, pre-scheduling, and then implementation will start in October. November, we'll work on final touches, kind of sharing what that needs to look like and then sale execution, and then any last minute promotions. So again, the goal of this is to, have everybody sharing this as we go along. And we're going to say it over and over again, because it is what it is. Cono members will have access to materials and be able to deep dive, or at least, marinate in the material. So join, because then, you'll have access to things past the lives when they're shared.
And a lot of this won't be on a live. So like she said, this information is going to be weekly. Some of it will be weekly, and then you will have one live a month. So your access will be that one live a month.
If you're not a member.
All right, let me see. So this is the Cono Credential program, which I am extremely excited about. Took a minute, but we finna be here. We finally here. So the objective of this is to certify any boudoir photographer who wants to photograph Black women. Like, that is hands down what it is about. This certification will help with understanding why capturing Black women is different from any other ethnic group. And we have 5 modules. So we're going to go over each of those modules right here. So the first module is Black feminism. Like, that's just what it is. We're going to talk about, or you are going to learn about exactly the history of Black feminism, why Black feminism is different than any other feminism, and why you have to know this, especially as it pertains to working with Black women. And this course can go for any person, because I went to a program called Facing Race. And even though I'm a Black woman, I learned a lot of information, especially about anti-Blackness. And so even if I know that was one question that came up, even if I'm a Black person, should I do this course? Yes, because you will learn a lot about women and about Black women. The second one is hair, makeup, and colorism. Oh my. That talks about everything that you need to know when it comes to hair and why hair is so important to Black women. The makeup, especially with hyperpigmentation, and how you cannot just throw makeup on us, because you have to have different colors, because our faces could be different shades, especially in the winter and then in the fall. And sometimes every season we have different shades. And then colorism, how that plays into exactly what we talk about with Black feminism. Colorism is something that is not just about what's happening outside of our community, but also into our community. Hey, sir. And we are going to talk about how it shows up in photography, especially in boudoir photography. Lighting is one of my favorite things that we are actually going to discuss, because there has become a wide range of issues as it pertains to ethical retouching on Black skin. Some people will make us too light, some people will make us too dark. And I actually give you examples of what that looks like for celebrities. So you can see how Beyonce, there was a controversy with Beyonce because of L'Oreal and why they made her lighter than what she was. Even with Lupita, and how in certain Dior, things like that, in magazines, they have her lighter than what she is. And so you'll go through that process of why lighting is key and why Issa got it right. Number 4, getting real about body positivity, Takara versus Ashley Graham, because I don't care what you say, in 2004, she should have got her due, but she did not, because she was a plus size Black woman. And she was literally, in my mind, the first plus size supermodel that we saw on a national stage. And now Ashley Graham, who has taken over what Takara has done and become I won't say overnight sensation, but a sensation where she's been able to parlay that into being a celebrity, into getting anything that she wants, because she is a plus size white model. So taking you through that step, taking you through body positivity in a way that it has been co-opted by our white counterparts, and allowing you to understand why intersectionality matters when it comes to body positivity. Number 5, I have to say, is my favorite, is allyship. Is looking real performative in here. And this is my favorite because even within our boudoir space, we see a lot of people that will perform instead of doing the work. And we see that, and a lot of times we don't speak on it because it has nothing to do with us. But what I am giving you is a way to understand how in your role as a leader in your community or in your business, you are identifying where you need to do more work. And so I even give you a video. I give you a video that is recent. If you have Bravo and Project Runway season number 19, I think it's like episode 2, I give you a real world experience of how white allyship looks and how it can go from I am your ally to why are you my enemy? And I am now a victim, when it never was about this person, but because she started to cry, it became about her. So I give you that experience so you can see it in real time and also understand how the other people who are around who are Black understand why this is happening. And so I give you that information so you can see it in real time, because it's hard to see things if you don't recognize it because you are not in on what the story is. And then I also give you a TikTok video of an amazing white ally. And she talks about how if she is being course corrected by Black women, then do not come in and say she's a victim. And so that also goes to why allyship is extremely important if you are doing the work. And if not, I give you steps on how to do the work to be a better person overall, not just in boudoir, but in general. And then the resource guide is also going to be amazing, because the resource guide not only gives you books, and these are books that I have read myself that take you through, let me see if I have them, I don't, but I will get them, that takes you through what it means to be a Black woman in America. And these are from authors that are talking about misogynoir, which is a word that was coined by Moya Bailey. And it really goes to the fact that Black women are not even safe online. And she gives information about how this shows up in everyday life and how Black women have to navigate not only in real life, but in the digital space as well. There's a book called Thick, and that book talks about how Black women's bodies are used in ways where we don't even have a choice because we are just Black women. And so people automatically don't see us as someone who is valuable or worthy. And then a book on positive sexuality and what that looks like for Black women and how it can be different, and understanding why it is different, why it is not okay to say to a Black woman, if you're shooting her, I want you to be strong, because being strong has a different connotation for us than it does to any other ethnic group. So everything that's in the modules will guide you through how do I show up for my Black clients. And within showing up, how do I change the narrative and decolonize myself, decolonize my mind from white supremacy? So this is going to be real work. It is not something that you are going to be able to do in a week. It is going to take work and effort for you to understand why these things matter. Even if you are a Black photographer and you are struggling with connecting with your clients, this is an amazing way to get to that point and understand why certain Black women feel the way they do and why you can't say things to them that you can say to your other clients. So we are doing a beta test, which I am extremely excited about since it's done now. So this beta test is going right now. You have until the 27th of this month to fill out the application. There is an application because we want to make sure that the people who are doing the beta test understand that we really want your feedback, and it's going to be written feedback. So we want to know, what is it that you find that is missing? What did you love? Is there anything that you feel that we should have added in? Or are there things that you feel like we could take away? And allow us to take the time to get this done. If you are chosen, again, the 27th is when we cut this off. You will then get a NDA, because we want to make sure that you don't take this and go off and share it. And then from there, you have until August 18th to go through the system, go through the modules, take each module and fill out a survey for each of them. So you'll have 5 different modules and you have 5 different surveys that you will have to go through and give us your feedback. And then from there, on the 18th, we'll get all that feedback that you have for us, make changes, either and also contact you to find out if there was something that we need more information on. And then this goes live for everyone on September 12th. So if you are on our newsletter, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, because what are you doing if you are not? You will have access to this a few days before, but you'll also have access to a discount if you are in the Cono, because we know that you are our day ones, and we want to make sure that we're giving you our love and saying, hey, here's information. This is what you need to do. And some of our Cono members may get to see certain things, but you won't know that until you join. So, I mean, there we go right there. Listen, I'm being honest. Any questions, I'm sorry, about the, I don't remember what the name was. Lord, my mind is going right now. The Cono Credential Program. You see anything?
All right. I want to say that just real quick about it, that like what you were saying, you know, people asking, you know, I'm Black, should I take it? Like, I am looking forward to the feedback because reading through it myself, noticed that, you know, I had some aha moments. Like, I didn't know how to define or say eloquently how I felt or whatever, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And, you know, knowledge is power. And so when I sign up for my photo shoots and I'm being photographed, you know what I mean? Like, I'll have a like, okay, this is how I can, you know, get what I want across without feeling like the angry Black woman. You know what I mean? Like, yes, look, it's a benefit. It's a benefit.
You know what's interesting? I'm going to go back real quick. In the hair, makeup, and colorism one, it goes really in depth with why it's important to have hair and makeup artists that understand all textures. And I say that that part is so important because as I was writing it, I was thinking about seeing just on the world stage when there are models, especially African models, who will shave their hair because they know that their hair cannot get done because the artists don't know how to do their hair. And as I was writing that, I don't remember if I put it in or not, but I was like, that is something that if you don't see that, you wouldn't know. Yeah. And so I remember thinking about that when in one of the groups, somebody brought up that their client wasn't happy with their makeup, with their hair and things like that, but they didn't say anything. And so I go into that as well. Like sometimes Black women just will not say anything because they feel like they spent all this money and they don't know how you're going to react. And so they just want to get through the process. And so they may tell you later that they didn't like it, but they may not say it in the moment based on history. Like that's just what it is. And so that I think, especially module 2 is going to be so important. And then I give you steps on, these are the things you should ask your stylist, your hairstylist, and your makeup artist to make sure that they are the right persons for your business. If you want to say that I assist with all genders, people from all ethnic groups, you have to have this information, this list to say, these are the questions I need to ask this person. Because if not, you are not set up to do this.
You're not set up to give an amazing experience, which is what specifically boudoir should be. You know what I mean? Like you should have it together because boudoir is such a vulnerable state for women to begin with, just to begin with. But then when you're serving Black women, you need to have it right for us. You need to have it right.
The first time.
Yeah.
Listen, because I didn't see some experiments the first time. All right. Listen, I've been around for a minute. I didn't see some stuff. But we're going to talk about the Cono membership next. And the Cono membership, some of the reasons why you should join and what's included, we have access to all of our live videos within 48 hours. So any video that we do as an educational course, you will get that video within 48 hours. We have discounts on our workshops as well as courses. So they're digital assets that are in the system, and then the courses are those digital assets. Monthly updated resources. As Nivia said, she's going to be doing education from August to November. And a lot of that information that you just saw will not be available to anyone outside of the Cono. But you will be able to access the month classes, the once a month classes, but everything else, the weekly information will be in those updated monthly resources. Access to discount codes from our sponsors. One of our biggest sponsors is the Boudoir album. I love them. I love their work. I love what they are doing. They are vested in us. When I say vested, they are vested in what we are doing. And they actually want to make sure that everything that we are doing is, one, properly funded. So we will be coming out once I know it's there. I know we wrote up like a whole thing about it, where we will be giving away 3 months access to the Cono, and that will be open to anyone who happens to fill out the application, but that will be coming up very, very soon. So again, they are vested. So they're putting their money where their mouth is. And then one of the other things that we've seen recently is people's entire accounts have been like just gone. And we see, well, I think Lysandra was one. I know Tay Nelson was one.
Latoya.
Latoya got hers too.
On TikTok, Greenville Boudoir.
That's crazy. And so that's wild. So we understand as boudoir photographers that there are things that you are not able to show on social media because you do not want to get banned. You do not want all of your hard-earned work and effort that you put in to create this community for your clients to go to waste. So if there are images that you want to share that you know they are just fire and you're like, I have to share something, I got to get this out. Or if you're like, I want critiques on this, then we have a space for that. It is a separate space. Now, we thought long and hard about putting that up, but we did. But what we also have in there is when you are joining, you won't automatically see that. You have to actually go into the space for that. So it's not just out and about. You're not going to just, even though we see TNA all the time, this will be a space where you have to click on it and go into it because we get it. Not everybody wants to see that. And then we do have a mobile app that is available. So I know that was something that people were saying, like, I don't want to have to get on my computer to get information or to ask a question. You do not. We have mobile access for this now. Anything you want to say about the Cono?
So it has been amazing to have a community off of social media, and just for the benefits that you named, well, the cons of being on social media, just completely being wiped out, but to have a safe space and to have a community where you can ask a question and people join in and answer in a manner that is supportive is just amazing to have that outlet where it's a togetherness. I don't even know how to say it. But just know that from the heart, I love it. And I'm excited to see it grow for sure.
I am as well. I love that. And the one thing I love is that you can tag somebody and they immediately get that. I know y'all tired of everyone in Facebook, but it's something that we have to do because everyone is not receiving the information. And so that's the one thing I love about coming off of social media is that you get that. You'll see it. It'll pop up on your phone. So you don't have to go searching for information, which is something that I hate to do myself. So that is another major thing and another major reason why we are just continuously going about the Cono community. And this is the Scan Me if you want to see what it's about. The courses as well that we talked about are here as well. If you just came in, I'm going to go back because we have a discount code. So if you are interested in getting some of the other classes that we have posted, the live classes that we've done, this is a discount code for 25% off. Just use the Townhall as the code. And this will be live until August 2nd. So next Tuesday. So you have an entire week to use this discount code. And those classes that we have up right now are the All Things Chat GPT. So this is Chat GPT 101, Chat GPT, the booty calls. We also have 2 digital assets. So if you are working on trying to get your workflow together, that is there, outlined for you, questions, answers, everything. And the other one is an inquiry. So how do you start that process of starting from the beginning all the way to the end? And just to go back and recap a little bit for my crew that just came in, we also have August, September, October, and November classes. So we're going to be starting about Black Friday, starting with the goals. September is going to be the offer planning materials. So the people who are in the Cono will get that one-on-one. I won't say individualized attention. Let me not say one-on-one, but you're going to get the attention that you need because we'll have a smaller class size. Nivia will be going live every month, once a month, but the people in the Cono will get all of this and any other materials that we have. October is going to be the promotion of Black Friday, implementation of the pre-sale and early access. How do you start that process? And then November is going to be the final touches and really reviewing what has worked and what has not worked and adjusting. So this is all from next month until November. So you already know what's happening from August to November. And if you are interested in really understanding how to just get your Black Friday in a groove, so you are not scrambling, like I know I have done in the past, I know Nivia has done in the past, then this is where you want to start. So even if you are not able to get on the Cono, you can still come to the live classes, which again will be once a month, because we still want to be able to make sure that we are meeting the needs of everyone. But for those of you who want to join, this is again the Scan Me. You could just take a picture or do that. I don't know what this was. I was just, you know how to do it. And then this is, thank you for your time. If you have any questions, we still want you to say, put them in the group. We do want to know what classes that you want, especially for workshops. Are there any photographers that you feel like are amazing at what they do and you want to see them? Oh, you missed the Scan Me. Okay, hold on, I'm about to go back. If you feel like there we go. You yourself are someone who's like, I know what I can talk about. I am willing to have a conversation. I'm willing to be an educator. If you're just starting out, we still want you to apply, because one of the things that we are focused on is making sure that every voice is heard. And if you have something that you can teach, we want to know. So please make sure that you just you can either put it in a group, you can send us a DM, you can email us at info@thecono.com. And we just want to know who you are. Like, we just had our workshop on July 15th, and Jay was a very new educator. This was his first class and he did amazing. So we're not going to leave you out there. We're going to guide you in this process. Thank you, love, for putting that. We're going to guide you in how to get to that point. Even if you're doing a virtual class, we're going to give you the template. So we're going to give you the template to know this goes here, this goes there. So you don't feel like, I don't know how I'm going to start. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. All we need you to do is have the information and we'll guide you through the process. That is what we are here for.
And I want to tell, oh, sorry. I wanted to tell everybody, like, I have never taught before the Cono. And so know that you don't have to have every piece of your puzzle together. It's a very supportive environment for getting yourself, getting what you know together. Like she said, we have templates and all of that, and giving you feedback so that you can become better. I think I love that, that supportive nature and that supportive environment has helped me feel more confident in being able to step up to this level. You know, I, again, am not an expert or, you know, credentialed in anything, but I know that I know enough to where if you are just starting out boudoir, I am open to offering you advice. I'm open to sharing what I know. and I'm open to bringing people along as I learn and grow myself. So those are like basic, awesome foundations. So if you have that plus a lot of knowledge in an area, we welcome that. We definitely welcome that.
Definitely. That's all I got. You have anything else that you want to say?
No, ma'am. I think we did amazing.